Think of this as our concept car for the IVI. Imagine this as a projection of my phone up on my vehicle screen. Here I've got the start page for my car, if you will. You can see I've got some key information about speed limits and things I need to know right now. I'm able to pin things that are important to me right here, so common tasks I can go and I can pin. I'm able to go and maybe select different views. Maybe it's not navigation. Maybe I care more about now playing. I've got a really nifty swishy sound when I move around. One of the things you notice here is there's this opportunity for application builders to also participate in this ecosystem in a couple different ways. You can imagine that maybe if my car's in park, I can run any kind of arbitrary app, project that up to this screen. But if my car's in drive mode, one of the things that we will aim to do is enable application builders to write apps that conform with good safe drive mode behavior and safe drive mode user interface standards so that they can participate here as well. So interesting stuff. If I can go to the maps experience, it's really small, but you might be able to see that the map is currently centered on Pacific Raceways right now near Seattle. That's not a joke, by the way. This isn't something that we just dreamed up in our UI lab and I'm kind of showing it. We actually put this in the dash of cars and we use it in two environments. One is we have a full wraparound simulator with kind of eye tracking so we could tell where people are glancing as they're using this kind of thing and driving in the simulator. But we also really do take this to the racetrack and try and see, okay, does this really work like we plan on it working? But of course, I can choose to go somewhere else. Maybe I want to go home and go ahead and start. Oh, start no worky. This is why it's a concept, ladies and gentlemen. So let's head back here. Try this one more time. Hey, look, it was like I never crashed. Sorry, that's a bad term to use here, isn't it? Let's head over to, looks like Moby. Let's go ahead and pause Moby while we're working. So we saw navigation. The other thing that's interesting is communication, and there are a few different modes of communication that would be important to me. One is obviously calls, so I should be able to touch the tile to somebody that I want to get in touch with, make that call. I wonder if David's home, I'm not sure.
The number you are trying to reach is unavailable. At the tone.
Okay. I guess David's not there. The other thing I can do is take a look at frequent contacts. I can look, for example, at my messages. I could say, this text message, yes, go ahead and read that one to me as an example. Coming over to media, you can imagine integration with all of my media sources, certainly those on my phone, but also ideally those that exist in my car as well. To be able to tune, for example, to a particular radio source, or maybe even to Xbox Radio. To be able to go through my collection of media on my device and manage it and play it from there. So that's just a taste. Again, more of a concept, but a concept that we're working very, very seriously on so that we can bring the best of these two worlds, the IVI and my brought-in Windows device, together.